Hello folks, Chinte here. Today we're going to kick off a new series that's going to be focused on the 2v2 fleet combat in the Battlefleet Gothic Armada. I've seen a lot of content, tutorials that has popped up on YouTube for this game, which is awesome, I love it. But I'm feeling that we want a little more 2v2 actions. So my idea with this series to come is to showcase when me and my duo partner 96 play our duos. So what I'm going to show you is some of the better combos and funnier games we had, and also when we totally screw up is also going to be in this series, because to be honest, no one's perfect, and I don't want to give you the idea that I'm perfect, because I'm not, believe me. So this is the first video. It's going to be a Drukhari and Imperial Navy combo. We're going to go against Space Marine and Chaos player. The reason why I chose this one as the first one is because of the changes to the Impaler base for the Drukhari, which actually makes them quite funny to play. And also, kind of the irony of boarding a Space Marine is always fun. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the game. So, here we have the Drukhari build and the Imperial Navy build that 9-6 is playing. Our opponents is a Space Marine and a Chaos player. I have 3 of the Dying Suns, and 9-6 has the standard torpedo and ram ships that the Imperial Navy are really excelling at. So what we do in the beginning is that we not insult each other, but we go about and mess a little with each other. Also try to look at the battlefield where we want to go. With the new battleship capping mechanic, which is that they cap points a lot faster than they used to. My 3 battleships that I have with the Drukhari, with their speed and the capping speed with them, is fairly awesome. So we decided for me to take the right side to get that little further point. With the 3 battleships, I am going to instantly cap that as soon as I get into reach. So we are going to watch that in a moment. I decide that reload is the best stance for me, both because I want a maximum amount of dashes and the King Crude passive. The pings there was mainly because I wanted to mess a little with 9-6, so nothing tactical there, just some regular stuff with us. And there the match is on. As I said, I'm going straight for that point. I'm going to dash, there we go. And trying to get that point as soon as I can. Okay, I'll take a look at our opponent while my ships are moving forward. I see that we have 2 battle barges. Somewhere inside myself I say hooray, because I love some battle barges. They are easy to kill in my opinion. I did go there for the weapon subsystems, which is what I tend to do when I rocking a shooty fleet, just because I want to get rid of hangar base and torpedo base, stuff like that. The thing is, I should have gone engines, because boarding has a chance to also kill engines without being on the backside, which is really good. Alright, let's see the capping speed here. As you can see, before I'm even halfway to the point, we are going to cap that point. There we go. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna avoid all the vision that he has thrown out. I'm going to move my ships a little to the right and then go back left side. And also what I decide to do here is that I take my flagship and go to the right point. The reason why I take the flagship is if a fight comes out, I'm still gonna be able to move my flagship back into the fight with micro warp jump. I also recognize that he has sent out bombers, so we're fairly good here to send out a few impalers as soon as we can see him. And that should be right about any second now. And there we see those bombers are probably not going to hit their mark. And now I decide, yeah, going to the right side is a great idea. Still looking for that vision. This is before I realized that you could send out impalers on a blip, just like you can do with bombers. So that's what I'm waiting. Now I know that that is not the case. You can, as soon as you see blips, you can send them out. I also recognize he's capping something, the right point with something. So I'm gonna scroll up and see how fast he's capping it. There we go. As soon as I send out my impalers to the battle barge, there we go. Now we're back to the right side and see, okay, that's not capping very fast. So I recognize that's an escort, so I'll keep on sending my battleship. Which means, yeah, a battleship against an escort, you can guess what wins. Anyways, we are gonna get a few hits on our impalers on that battle barge, and he takes 9 and he takes 18 boarding stacks. Each boarding stack does around about 3 troop damage, so it's 18 times 3, which is really nice. And the critical chance is 80% on the impalers, which means we're gonna get a lot of lovely subsystem for those boarding actions. I also managed to get number 3 of the impaler base. Here we go, I board the escort just to be extra sure I get it. I don't really want him to have any escorts at all. And as you can see, I captured that point already because of the new battleship mechanic. Okay, I decide I want to have my flagship in this fight, so I micro warp jump it back. And we do some more boarding actions. I avoid that disruption field because I want to have my stealth up. And as you can see, the other battle barge is already at yellow troop damage, and that's even to call to arms. I drop a DMC because I want to have control on the battlefield, and I send out my second Impaler Squadron. I send it out on the other ship because I feel that the 7 stacks, I want them to go out and see how many troops he has left before I do anything else. I mess up a little with my shadow fields, but nothing really devastating. I wanted to get a lightning strike off there also, but he just got his shields back, so that's a shame. But those 9 stacks are gonna tick. He hasn't put him to call to arms, so yeah, that's gonna hurt him. I took a look there at 9-6, how he's faring. He's facing off against the Chaos, and he's winning fairly easily. Both of the battle barges has damage engines, so yeah, the control is pretty much in my favor right now. And 9-6 is doing his awesome work on the left side. So this is kind of the point on the match that we know we are fairly safe from any harm. Now it's all about controlling and maintaining our strength position here. I messed up with a little bit the flagship, getting it revealed, but there's no real worries. And I have another Impaler salvo ready, and there we go, red troop damage. That Impaler might have been a slight overkill, and that's something you want to look out for when you use the Impaler, because you still only have 4 charges, so you don't waste them. Also, don't get tricked. Oh, here we go. The Chaos is trying to ram me, so once again I put out a DMC to try and control the battlefield a little, get away. He also tries to throw a plasma bomb here at me, which I narrowly avoids. Because, yeah, he recognized I don't have a dash, so now is the time to drop it. It's really clever of him, but it's a small area, so I managed to get out of it. Just barely, though. As I was saying, the Impalers also get caught by bombers, so do not mistake bombers to be, okay, he's send out bombers, I'll send out my Impalers, nothing gonna happen. And the Impalers actually lose against the bombers for some particular reason. He sends up an escort, but don't really care if he spots me at this point, because yeah, he has one hulked ship over there, and yeah, he tried to recrew it, but I feel like, no, I'm gonna say no to recrew him by just putting a lightning strike on there and watching him be space hulked again. And there we go, drifting hulk once more, perfect, just the way I like my Space Marine. Tries to chase me with that escort. Don't really mind that though. And here 9-6 comes. Full speed ahead. He's going for that little torpedo run, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, there we go. A torpedo volley with melter torpedoes that hits an excellent broadside over there. Perfectly executed by my duo partner. I drop a DMC here because I see that the Chaos is trying to go for his flagship, and I want to help my duo partner a little bit, so we drop that DMC for control, and also some added damage bonus. Now, he has 7 boarding stacks on the battle barge, and also he's burning, so maybe boarding him was not the most optimal tactical play there. But to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, it's fun to board a Space Marine. It feels like it's payback. And also, this is the first assault boat I see from the battle barges this entire game, which is a bit surprising. But the assault boats that aren't impalers is really slow and can be shot down easily. So all I'm gonna do is move my ship away and let my turrets work. Notice I don't have brace for impact, I don't dash, but still, as long as I move, it's going to die. And at this point of the game, it is just a clear mop-up about taking care of the battle barges, keeping them drifting hulked. And the last care ship there is going to burn up. He tries to blow his ship up, a little sneaky, but yeah, we recognize that that is the case, so we just move out of it. And this, in the point, is the game. So yeah, let's go back to the title screen and have a little discussion about the Impaler build, why I enjoy it so much, and etc. So I'll see you guys there. So this is basically the fleet I was playing in the game. 3 Lion Suns. The reason why they are so good is the change to Impaler base, and also the new capping mechanic is awesome for this setup. All you really need here is an ally that has at least 2-3 escorts and can take a brawl, which was what 9-6 did here. He took a brawly fleet that could also ram and torpedo, of course, but yeah, the main thing, we wanted him to be a little like a meat shield here. So he took care of the chaos and he did his work perfectly here. And that basically concludes what I wanted to talk about today. All I want to is to thank you for watching. If you have something that you want me to improve on, or some tips and tricks, please feel free to leave a comment. I would love to improve, as always. And I hope you liked it. I'm going to do next battle, probably gonna come out already tomorrow, so stay tuned if you're interested. But to conclude, I hope you have a pleasant morning, evening, night, day, whatever time zone you're in, and I'll see you folks next time. This is Chinte. Thank you for today.